have sound. Yes, we do. Sounds good. Good morning, everyone. I'm Glenn, and I welcome everyone to New Westminster, Unity of New Westminster. Please stand and join us in singing our opening song, See God in Every Face.
We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, lift up our hearts, oh, lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. We come together to behold the power of love, the power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, lift up our hearts, oh, lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. See God in every face. We come together to behold the power of love, power of light. We come together to behold. We are divine. Lift up our hands, lift up our hearts, oh, lift up our vision, lift it to the stars. Dance in the glory, whirl in the grace. See God in every face. 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 Hey!
Welcome to Unity of New Westminster. We are so glad to have you here on this fine Sunday. If there are newcomers, and I see there are some that are new to me, welcome. If you are new, we'll direct you to find information about Unity in the welcome packet. And hope you enjoy our service today. And would like, if you'd like to be added to our weekly email list, please place your information in the offering basket later, which will circulate towards the end of the service. The Unity movement offers ideas for full and abundant living. We draw on the teachings of Jesus, who we consider our primary way shower and example. And we honor also that there are universal wisdom and faith traditions all over the planet. We respect every person's right to choose and their own life path and their own spiritual path. All are welcome, all are worthy, and all are celebrated here. So let's begin our service with affirmative prayer. We begin by acknowledging with gratitude that we are on the traditional and ancestral territory of the Kakite First Nations, and we give thanks for First Nations people everywhere for the custody of this beautiful land on which we live, work, and play. We are grateful to be together today in our community of joy, to sing together, to laugh together, to be inspired by ideas for wholehearted living, and to connect and love one another. Many names and paths lead to the one presence and the one power that we call God. That power is the creating, attracting, and unifying force of love energy which surrounds us, which lies within us, and which expresses as us and through us, in which we live and move and have our being. In this energy and as this energy, we are all one. And from this oneness, we send a blessing of unconditional love, peace, and abundance to all beings everywhere. We are so grateful, and so it is. Cindy, would you like to read? Oh, Hunter, good. Come on up. Come on down. I didn't see you earlier. Wonderful. Okay, here you go.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Hunter, and I'm going to be reading today's daily word. And the theme for today's daily word is release. Okay. I release old beliefs as I grow and evolve. So many things shaped my beliefs over the years. My upbringing, family history, education, friendships, and spiritual life, to name a few. As I go through life, I will have new experiences and meet all kinds of people. I might find old beliefs that once fit me well, fit me no longer. Growing and deepening in spiritual understanding may mean releasing ways of thinking that no longer serve me. But I can do that and still honor the person I was, my background, and my history. Releasing makes room in my mind and opens my heart for the person I am becoming. Releasing my old beliefs readies me for the future of growth and evolution. Now look, I have just released you today from the fetters on your hands. See, the whole land is before you. Go, wherever you think it good and right to go. This reading was inspired by Jeremiah, chapters 40, verse 4. And now let's sing, there's a weird format here, the song, Get Ready, My Soul Sing. It's weird.
Get ready, my soul. I'm driving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm driving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm driving to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
And now, it's my great pleasure to welcome our guest speaker, Reverend Cheryl Brewster, to our church, Unity of New Westminster. Reverend Cheryl is an ordained minister of metaphysics with over 10 years of experience in intuitive development, mediumship, spiritual counseling, and human performance leadership coaching. She weaves together metaphysics, psychology, and neuroscience to help others awaken to greater awareness, purpose, and joy. Her sermons and workshops, shared in both corporate and spiritual communities, explore the neuroscience of spiritual awakening with depth, heart, and a touch of humor. A lifelong learner, now completing her master's thesis in metaphysics, Reverend Cheryl draws on training in deep breath, neurolinguistic programming, timeline therapy, hypnotherapy, heart math, CBT, and personality systems such as human design and gene keys. When she is not teaching or speaking or officiating at weddings or memorials, you might also find her doing stand-up or improv, celebrating the spiritual power of laughter as part of our spiritual evolution. Please join me in welcoming Reverend Cheryl Brewster.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and good morning. It is my pleasure to be here with you today, and I have to tell you that first song, I wanted to polka with all of you. So, this is the day that the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. When I was a wee little girl in Sunday school, I loved that verse. And it inspired in me a lifelong learning. I wanted to get to know God better. And through the years, I've come to understand and accept that that is within me. that is me, to have the audacity to believe that, to embrace it, to embody it, and to live it. That is the focus of our meditation today. So take a moment, close your eyes, breathe, and let us set aside all of the busyness of our lives. I'm going to ask you to imagine all the things that you take care of in your life to just kind of land and put them into a parking lot. And as you do, go deeper into the breath. Rejoice that you are here. And notice the felt sense in your body of letting all of you land here. Notice what it's like to just let go and just be present. This day was made for you, and you were made for this day. And where in your body do you feel or sense that arrival? Be still and know that I am God. Love yourself as much as you love the divinity that guides your steps. And notice what happens in your body. I am willing to love myself as much as I love divinity. I open this space to be that which I've always been. I am open to accepting myself as the person I've always wanted to be. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And with the breath, using it as a point of observation, I breathe in this light that is within me, and I breathe it out as the joy of my own existence. I breathe in the wonder of my own soul, and I breathe out with appreciation for my body. I breathe in all that there is to celebrate, and I breathe out my sacred duty to live my joy. As you continue to breathe in and out, the light that is emitted in the cells of your body with every breath you take becomes light with which you can paint with. Breathe deep into the joy and the power that's always inside. And breathe out with the things, the ideas, the inspirations that give you joy. Notice the felt sense of joy inside of you. Always here, waiting your attention. I am aware. I am here. I am awake. I know who I am, what I'm doing, and why. This is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, for I co-create this wonderful adventure awaiting. And as you breathe deeply again before we come back with open eyes, I wonder what kind of surprises, the delight that awaits you this day. I wonder. And as you come back with that question and that wondering, that decision that all good things come from this place. I can do all things through this power within me. So we name it to claim it. Coming back into the room with your eyes gently opening, eager for the surprises that Spirit has for you, and your attention in receiving them.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
I just got the memo. So, when I speak, I always come prepared with a framework of what I want to say. But when I speak, it's coming from you. So what do you need to hear today? Send it my way, because we're all connected. Unity. That's a really important word. And when it comes to the neuroscience of spiritual awakening, it's a word that we need to memorize. So I'd like to talk to you today about why we do the things that we do and how we can get very, very good at creating change in our lives. How many of you find change easy? We got one. Woohoo! 2? You know, there are times when I'm excited about something, change is really easy. But there are other times, even though I'm excited to make the changes that I need to make to create the joy that I want to create, it's like something goes missing. And have you ever found that you can be in total bliss and within 2 seconds, the right trigger comes along and you are gone? Anyone relate? Welcome to the human condition. So my job today is to say, could we bring a little more love and kindness and curiosity and even some creativity to the human condition? To those triggers, could we make them a little bit more, interesting? What would it be like to be able to take that one thing that's such a struggle for you, and instead of judge it, learn from it? So today I'd like to talk to you about how we can take the caveman brain and take it to the bliss brain. So I have a really great example for you that I'm going to encourage you to practice and use this week. So if you take your fist, take your hand, put your thumb inside, close down your fingers. This is a model of your brain. Your wrist is the spinal cord. The palm of your hand is the limbic system. Your thumb is the amygdala. This is the one that goes, whoop, that's your trigger. When you put your fingers down, that's your prefrontal cortex. This is the more modern part of the brain. And you'll notice when you put your fingers down that all your fingertips touch, so you've got one complete circuit. Now, this part of the brain is 300 million years old. This is called your primal brain, or caveman brain. Its only job is to protect. It doesn't see the good. It doesn't count the good. It doesn't care about the good. It only cares about keeping you safe. 300 million years old. It kind of makes sense now when you go off, doesn't it? The mammal brain, this part here, is 200 million years old. And this part here is where all your motivation lives, all your emotions. 200 million years old. And this part of your brain, prefrontal cortex, just a few million years old. And this part of the brain is what we're calling the awakened brain. This is the part that makes decisions. This is the part that realizes that you can and do have the power to stay coherent. The caveman brain is not efficient. The enlightened brain is. So we're in a quandary, we're in a paradox. Because how do you control emotion? How do you catch yourself before you go off? Well, in spirituality, we call that the stuff of miracles. And that's why I love neuroscience, because neuroscience explains why the miracles work. And when we have an understanding of our biology, we have an understanding that we can work with it. When we have an understanding that our critical voice comes from the side that's trying to protect us, we don't have to judge that critical voice. We don't have to hate it. We don't have to be ashamed of it. Instead, we can say, hey, what's going on? What if your critical voice is simply a part of you that is so old and is trying to protect you so much, it's lost sight of love. It only wants to protect. And yet, in its desire to protect, there is love there. So today I want to talk to you about 3 things, and I call it the ABCs of intuition. I want to talk to you about how important it is to respect your biology. I can tell you, I was born loving God. I remember being a tiny little toddler. I escaped the house, only in a diaper in the middle of November, to go look at the pussy willows outside in the garden. Much to my mother's horror, I'll never forget what I felt. There was something inside me that always knew. So it was shocking to me, as much as I love spirituality, as much as I had surrendered my life to God, it always shocked me how I could go off, where anger, fear could just take over. And it really got me to thinking, if I'm so spiritual, how come I cannot stay in the love, in the joy? Why is that? Well, here's why. Because when we get triggered, in the brain, this is what happens. And we lose the ability to touch, to come from this prefrontal cortex. We literally lose it. And that's why you don't remember things. That's why you can't think straight. That's why it's hard to make decisions. It's not that you're bad. It's not that you're lazy. It's not that you don't have enough faith. It's because your biology had a chemical experience. What would happen if we respected our biology more? What would happen if we became more aware? So today is about 3 steps. I call it the ABCs of intuition. Aware? All right, there's something going on there. I can feel it coming. What would happen if we could interrupt these patterns much sooner? Would that be a good thing? All righty. Well, because this is the day, I wonder what will happen as you open your heart And right here, right now, dear God, please forgive me for rejecting my biology. Please forgive me for how I have been so hard on myself and so hard on others. I am so sorry. Thank you. This primal brain we have, this caveman brain we have, is built on patterns. And because it totally discounts the positive and always looking for the negative, can we just give it a break? That's its job. That's its job. You have more advanced parts of your brain that know how to work with it. So let's go there. So how do we do that? Well, in spirituality, we have all the equipment we need. Neuroscience helps us understand what's happening in the body. What does it mean to go from caveman brain to bliss brain? It means this: the willingness to learn and to love. The willingness to take a step back and breathe. And I tell you, I'm sure you already know this, but let's be mindful of it together. Nothing happens without the breath. Nothing. When you think about it, you wouldn't be here right now if you didn't have the breath. The breath is the bridge between caveman brain and the enlightened brain. And here's why. When you use the breath more consciously, you are more aware. When you are aware, you have more choice. When you have more choice, you change your behavior. When you change your behavior, there it is. That's the ticket. That's the secret. And it's the willingness to let go, let God. It's the willingness to let go and let this intelligence inside of us lead the way. Coherence is another word for unity. The only way we create coherence in the body, the heart, and the spirit is with the breath. It's not going to happen otherwise. Why? We're spiritual beings inside a body. So we need to honor that connection. When we breathe, and let's do that together now, as you observe yourself breathing, just watch yourself breathe. Do you know you breathe about 25,000 times a day? Most of it unconscious. We take it for granted. What would happen if you brought more awareness to your breathing? What would happen if you used the breath deliberately? Because the breath is the grounding rod. The breath is the gateway to greater consciousness. And something as simple as noticing your breath, you'll notice, takes effort. Now this caveman brain likes familiarity, and that's why change is difficult. It's so used to having its own way, it's so used to the familiar. It takes effort to make these changes until they become automatic. And that's why I'm so excited to be here talking to you today. You know that at this time in human history, there is something very important happening. one of your greatest contributions to humanity right now is to love yourself. Can you imagine this primal brain learned patterns very young that sometimes it wasn't safe to love yourself because you couldn't possibly take time for you because you had to go do this, you had to go do that, you had to stay safe. So the reason it's so hard to make change is that sometimes making change doesn't feel safe. And if you look at your life right now and you notice the places in your life where you wish you were making change and you're not, it'll only ever come down to one thing. There's a part of you inside that does not feel safe. And that's why I love the marriage of neuroscience with spirituality. You're not bad. You're not lazy. You're not wrong. Your nervous system is overwhelmed. The breath calms down the nervous system. When you breathe, when you yawn, when you laugh, when you play, when you dance, when you change your state, you're giving a signal to your body, it's safe. I'm safe. With awareness, with the breath, we now connect to the heart. A, B, C. Aware, breathe, connect. Now, when you get scared and you go into fight, flight, freeze, or you get angry or whatever, you don't have access to all of the parts of your brain. So when we breathe, we create a pattern interrupt to remove you from the loop of memory. It's a loop. So the pattern interrupt helps you realize, oh, okay, I really am living in the past again. It's one thing to talk about it, but are we doing it? Are we really interrupting that pattern? So, what would happen if we did more consistently? And this is the exciting part, because when we do, it's like, oh, so this is what enlightenment is. This is what awakening is. It's being able to take one tiny little step at a time. It's like a ladder. And the first step of the ladder is awareness. The second step is breathing. The third step is connecting to the heart. Repetition done over and over again brings consistency. Consistency brings change in behavior. And it's like, wow, it's so simple. So simple. So what would happen today if you decided that from now on, you would respect your biology? You would understand and really take to heart, oh, the reason I do the things I do is because there's a physical component inside of me that I'm going to create a closer relationship with. Application is everything. Faith without works is dead. You can have all the faith in the world. And when you're triggered, that's when the work begins. Because we don't know what we don't know until we go to do something. And even if it's something fun and exciting, underneath the surface, all this stuff is going to come up. And what's your normal reaction when that comes up? Do you bless it or judge it? Do you avoid it? Or are you curious? Do you condemn or do you condone? Oh, change is happening here. And so it's so important for us to remember that These negative emotions we have are just data. They're not identity, they're data. And so this is where it gets really juicy and really exciting, because if it's just data and you observe it, now what is the simplest thing that you can do to honor this great force inside of you? What's the simplest thing you can do? Breathe. Ain't nothing going to happen without the breath. The breath is a pattern interrupt. The breath gives you choice you didn't see before. The breath sends a signal to the body. It's okay, it's all right. It creates some space. And so now you become the observer. And when we become the observer, what happens? Now we've gone from caveman brain to the awakened brain, the enlightened brain. And how do we do that more effectively? Aware, breathe, connect to the heart. The way we do that effectively is the next time you start feeling yourself triggered, accept it as a normal part of your humanity. You have a mammal brain inside you. But where it gets exciting is that you actually change your brain when you do this. Your brain does not dictate to you unless you let it. So it's about taking back your power and going, oh, who knew I'm sitting on top of a gold mine here? We really are. And it's like, well, I want the gold. Well, it's there. But I want the gold. Well, it's there. But I want the gold. And so now we're round and round and round. It's like, oh, for heaven's sake, the gold is there. Would you just take a moment and breathe into it? Would you let it serve you? Would you let it bring the things you really want to bring? But I want the gold. So, a little bit of crazy making, isn't it? Why? Because this mammal brain of ours, you know, you got 300 million years of history behind you here. And you have this incredible intelligence that put you inside a human body. I don't think it did it to keep us in defeat. Do you? I wonder if it did it because when you are everything that is, I wonder if maybe sometimes that gets a little boring. And I wonder what it's like to experiment with all that is. What's it like to come down to planet Earth and be in a body and learn, oh, I'm more than my body. What's that like? What's that like when you have something that you just really love to do and you know you're really good at it, and there's this part that's just kind of holding you back, and you go, oh, what's it like to really practice this letting go of the identity of I can't and replace it not only with I can, but replace it with I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that everything you've ever wanted to be is already here. So the observer collapses all the potentials. We must be deliberate. So when you pay attention to the breath, you're being deliberate. When you pay attention to the unity between heart and belly, emotions and spirit, now we're talking. And in neuroscience, they call that coherence. And in spirituality, we call that oneness. And we call that awakening. So you know what I'm doing right now? I'm writing my master's thesis. I'm also writing a little book that goes with it. And it goes something like this: How to awaken without freaking yourself out. because it's like, oh, and it's like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe. And the only difference between fear and excitement is the breath. Now, what would happen if we practiced this simplicity? And when we study the nervous system, you know what we need? Baby steps. It's the allowing that I can only handle so much right now. My nervous system is tapped out. So when the infinity within us, that always loves us, would never push you beyond anything that would hurt you. It would never do that. Now you're correcting your thinking. By being kind to yourself, you're coming back to the goal that was always here. And you're avoiding the 3 Ds: denial, distraction, and delay. Because here's the truth. Love is logical. Love will set you free. And first, the discomfort of realizing where you've been shortchanging yourself is the point of spiritual awakening. So what did we discuss and discover here today? A, B, C. And the next time you're tempted to go off, remember your ABCs, because you know why? As much as this coherence is disrupted with lack of awareness, there's one thing that you're never going to forget. You're never going to forget your ABCs. They're always there. The spirit inside of you is always here. So when you feel like you forgot, take a breath, come back. Everything you've always wanted is already here, waiting for you to say, ah. I was coming from caveman brain. I'm going to use the breath to bring me back to awakened brain. And that is our practice. So my challenge for you this week, what would happen if you had more fun with your triggers? What would happen if you decided that you were going to be a little more creative with them? And what if you decided that, yep, you might just turn on some music and do the hokey pokey? Because when we change our state, we change our trait. And this is the stuff of destiny. And you, my friend, were born to be nothing less than this infinite power inside. And we see it, and we feel it, and we share it, and we put our attention on that, which brings us joy. Because that's the awakened brain that can handle whatever comes along. And I'll end with this one last piece. The reason I love to talk about this is because I know how hard it can be. And if I can save you a little bit of suffering, I will have done my job well. Carl Jung said that it takes to come to consciousness does cause pain. Temporary pain. But sometimes, we kind of keep the pain because it's so familiar. Remember? We like familiarity, and then it becomes suffering. And then before you know it, no matter how spiritual you are, you're going, So, there's a Latin phrase called apactus, I could never say it, but we'll try. Apactus stasis. Ordinarily, what happens in a disastrous event is that a person experiences not only the misfortune of the moment, but projects that misfortune into the next moment, the next hour, and even the next day. He only sees himself living out the devastation. But here is always a serendipitous secret, apocastasis. And the seed of seeming tragedy is the hidden fruit of glory. Everything that is occurring to you is attached to some marvelous thing that lies beyond it. If you could but believe beyond where you are, look beyond the moment. Send your thoughts out on a shaft of faith into tomorrow where the full meaning of today becomes apparent. Move forward in your mind and stand at a high place, looking back on the present circumstances and alighting at them. In doing so, you will experience our fortuitous event that is in place in your life, not by chance, but by choice. Let us go forward together in the year of the horse. Let's break the cycle of memory loops. Get on your high horse, Missy. Ride into the sunlight, Mister. The time of emotional processing comes to an end, and we take our stand, and we ride off into the sunset of 2026 as the victors that we are. Bring love into every moment. That's your job, your noble duty, to live your joy. Keep coming back to love. It knows the way.
One power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power, indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. The different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or Heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. Oh, it's the power of the love in you and me. One power. Oh, one power. It's what we are. One power. One power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon, for it's love that's most deep. It's one power. It's one power. What we are is one forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me.
So hello, hi everyone. I'm Maxine, and here are today's announcements. Maxine, turn it on. It's not on? Oh, sorry. It's on then, right? I don't do anything? Okay, just talking it. Hey, please join us from 4 p.m. to 4:45 on Zoom tomorrow for Monday meditation. We check in with each other, enjoy a guided meditation, and we uplift and acknowledge each person as we read the names of the people on our prayer list. To add a person to the prayer list, please fill in the prayer request slip found in your welcome package with the person's first name and the first initial of their last name, and place it in the offering basket. You can also send us an email or submit a prayer request on our website or app. The names stay on our list for 60 days, then are sent to Silent Unity's 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week prayer vigil, where they are held in sacred space for another 30 days. Now, today is the last Sunday in the month, and it is the day that we celebrate the people who had birthdays in this month. It's also potluck lunch today, so please stay and eat. Even if you didn't bring anything, we have amazing potluck lunches, and there's always lots for everybody. And after the potluck, stay for Cindy's Creative Cafe and Karaoke. This event happens on the last Sunday of each month, and it's a whole lot of fun. It is a chance for you to paint, draw, sing, tell a story, or work on your own craft project. This event is by donation. If you want to paint, the cost is $10 to pay for the material. Here's your chance to connect with friends, share your talents, and learn anything or something new, or anything new. Join us after the service and every last Sunday of each month from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. All are welcome. Thank you, Cindy, for your inspiration as always. Please join us next week, March 1st, after our Sunday service for a community brainstorming session. We'll gather to celebrate the great things about Unity of New Westminster and brainstorm ways to make things even better. Topics will include the Sunday experience, such as the music, the message, the physical space inside and out, how we welcome newcomers and families, food, technology, and more. We'll also look at ideas for how we can grow our friendships and connections with each other, and at how we could also serve our greater community. Reverend Rona will lead the afternoon session, and it promises to be a fun and exciting afternoon. Please pass this info along to anyone who might want to weigh in with their ideas. Your voices matter. Okay. Now, last fall, we began a discussion using the book Presence and Potential by Reverend Dr. Martha Creek. The discussion was so rich and rewarding that we didn't finish the book, so we're adding a 4-week spring session, starting March 11th and ending April 1st, the week before Easter. The book discusses practical ideas for richer relationships, including how to stay calm under pressure, how to stay true to yourself without disconnecting from others, and how to cultivate your own imagination for creative solutions, and how to build resilience for all of life's situations. The discussion group is led by Reverend Rona, and the book is available on Amazon and Audible. You can also hear Martha read it on YouTube. The Unity Canada Conference happens May 1st, the 3rd. Join the fun of connecting with Unity spiritual communities across Canada. This year's virtual format includes a Friday night opening event with keynote speaker Diana Beresford Kroger, renowned visionary whose life journey includes ancient Celtic wisdom and a healing vision of the forest. Diana made the connection between human consciousness and tree consciousness well before such things were generally accepted. The 3-day conference event also includes 3 interactive workshops. One of the workshops will be led by our own Reverend Rona Segura, as well as music, breakout rooms for conversation and connection, a special Sunday service, and Unity's annual general meeting. Questions and registration, hello@unitycanada.org, or go to the Unity Canada website. Lots of messages today. Unity of New Westminster is fully self-supported, and we are grateful for your gifts, which help us to share empowering ideas. Many of us contribute with pre-authorized payments, so if you are not placing anything into the contribution basket today, please bless it silently when it comes to you. Then pass the basket along. If you want to give with a credit card, please scan the QR code on your screen. For our online viewers, you'll find a donation link in the description of the recording, and please like and subscribe to our channel so we can reach more people. Please give freely from a place of abundance and gratitude. Thank you. We are so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So the print on this script is very small, so I will try my best. Anyway, thank you to Reverend Cheryl for your message today. And thank you to our platform readers today, and thanks to all our volunteers. That's including those who work behind the scenes, including the gardening, the office, the building maintenance, those who help on Sundays, setting up, taking down, making coffee, bringing food, greeters, audiovisual, etc. And thank you all for being here today. You are all invited to stay for coffee and food. We always have way too much food, so I cannot eat it all myself. I need help. And I don't know, are there any kids present today? Sometimes they're downstairs. We always like to send a special blessing to any children that are present. But anyway, let's move into a circle as we are able, and sing, and then let's do the Peace on Earth song, and I Am the Light of God. And please have a great week, everyone. And those that are not familiar, we just form a large circle around the church hall. Okay, go. Okay. I see the script for the children's blessing, so I'll read it. Children of light, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we see the light that shines on you.
And let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as Creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. I am the light of God, I am the love of God, I am the power of God, I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. You are the light of God, you are the love of God, you are the power of God, you are the presence of God. Wherever you are, are the